Rolling?
We're rolling.
Okay. This is my separation technique at this point. Seems to be nice and quick and productive. The evolution to this point, anyway. What I'm going to do is thin it out real good. And then I take a cheesy little plastic jar with a magnet in it. Actually, it's 2 magnets. And I work it. Shake it out. Work a little more. Shake it out. Make sure you shake out all the goodie. And then hold it over your tub here and pull the magnet away and it'll just drop off. Okay, drop it back in. Repeat. Get some goodie on it. Shake it out. Drop it off. Yeah, I usually give it 3 shots here. Any little bits and pieces that might have made it by. I think that's good enough. Okay. Whoa! Disaster already. Anyway, what I do at this point, if there's any water, appreciable water in the snuffer bottle, I squeeze it out. I let it's settled. And all that fine gold is settled. If you're not aware of it, as you squeeze this thing, if any water shoots out, chances are it's going to take gold with it. So before I even get started on the panning process, I squeeze it down to a point where I'm pretty comfortable and I don't think I'm losing any gold, but if I am, at least it's going into the pan. Okay. Now we get started. I just discovered this magnet trick here yesterday, and it makes a lot of difference in your production. And it's quicker too. The first shakedown is going to be the longest. Try to get it concentrated as well as possible. And back it off, make it nice and thin, and backwash. Okay, now take the brush. And usually I like to start skimming about a 1/4 inch down from the edge, because a lot of that will come back and settle right on that upper edge of the concentrate. And then you just brush everything up to the top. I tried making a Miller table and I don't know, it wasn't very, I need to work on that, but I found this to be so much quicker. And when you put your brush down, if you're working outside, make sure the brush is not coming in contact with anything, because it'll pick up crap and transfer it to your pan. Okay, thin it out. Wash it down. This stuff is so fine, I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but you see it start to reveal up there in the upper pan. Like I say, it is so fine. What I'll do is I'll brush it together just to show you there is an accumulation here. And this is basically a couple tablespoons of Washington beach sand. Cape Disappointment. Now, gently squeeze. You still don't want any water getting up into that tube and getting away from you. But like I say, if it does, at least it's still in the pan. Make your squeeze. Oop, there goes a little bit right there. And at least it's in the pan. Okay, I think we're good to go. Sucker all that booger up. Okay, let it settle. And then turn it around. A couple of taps. Thin it down. A little bit more. And then work it back. And watch the sand float away from the gold. And you're in the loop if you can see that gold holding to the bottom. And get that little bit over here back down because there's stuff underneath it. See what I mean about all that crap floating in the water? It's pretty hard to get away from it. Okay. Considerably less than the first time, but it only takes about 3 washes to get pretty much all of it. Then I dump it back into my tub there, and I'll work the whole thing through the sluice again at some point. Okay, squeeze the bottle nice. Hopefully everything's settled down and nothing's coming back up that tube. I have made that mistake where it squirted out without thinking about it, and there would have been more in the pan than I was going to pick up, and then I got to start all over again, clean everything up and try to retrieve it back. It's a real pain in the ass. Tap it down, let it settle. I'm going to do this one more time, and there shouldn't be hardly anything left. Yeah. Okay. Once you get your technique down, you can start being a little bit more aggressive with it, because that gold will hold. Oh, and I failed to mention that I scrubbed the bottom of the pan with 600 grit sandpaper. And that's a key to success right there. That this fine gold will hold better to the bottom with that roughed up surface. Yeah, it's almost non-existent. There's a little dab right over here. I'll bring it up. Thin it out, wash it away, and there you have it. Accumulate it some, and like I say, it's there, but it's almost non-existent. Squeeze lightly. And what I also like to do is run that water up into the tube a little bit and then just let it drop. Wash that tube out real good, because that stuff sticks. Just about everything. Shake it down, let it settle. Okay, that's about it. I usually give it about 3 washes, and it's down to almost nothing. So I'm going to let this go and go on to the next spoonful.